Snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
we
you want one quick
can't
question?
ask Rashad question.
Hey,
Music.
Rashad.
Let's go to the drama, man. Tabitha Turner. So Tabitha Turner, the long time, sideline reporter for the Hawks, the Atlanta Dream. I forgot, baby. Oh man, when I said you heard me, baby. Wazam, baby. They told me my Wazam, baby is terrible. I'm working on it though. We'll get there. Give me like a year. But yeah. Mary Cola, who is an Uber driver, also a flight attendant, according to her TikTok bio, was allegedly hit and got into a fight with Tabitha Turner Wilkins. So here is the whole thing. Let me.
I watched the clips of the whole B.
Oh, she
Simone
not
thing.
talking out here.
I just want to share something. Before I show y'all the other side of my face, I want to know if I'm wrong. Because I'm very open. Why was I doing Uber today? I picked this lady up from the airport, right? I pick her up. We getting on about the ride. We about 15 minutes from her destination. She goes, it's hot in here. So I turn the AC up. No questions asked. I just turn it up. She goes, I just don't understand. I'm like, huh? She like, I just don't understand. This is a comfort car. Why are you doing comfort if you're not going to do what people ask you to do? I'm like, well, I just turned it up. Like, it's going to take a little second, for it to cool down in here. Like, bitch, I just turned it up. Like, literally not even a minute ago. Like, what do you think this is? Like, we're not sitting in an industrial fan. Like, I just turned it up. She's like, it's because you have the windows down and I can't feel it. I'm like, well, the windows are cracked. For one, they were actually cracked. I'm like, I keep on cracked because a lot of people get in the car and they are sick. I'm explaining this shit to this bitch. She goes, I don't care. It's about my comfort. I ordered a comfort car. You don't need to be doing comfort if you don't. I'm like, so why are you yelling at me though? Like, I'm like, who are you talking to? Why are you yelling at me? This is kind of crazy over some AC. She's like, I'm sweating. I'm like, actually, I think it would best suit you if another driver picked you up, actually. So I'm going to take you back to where I picked you up from, and we're just going to leave that at that. That was not good enough for her. She is going off. She is irate in the backseat, tripping. So I pull over. I'm like, actually, yeah, I'm going to need you to get out right here. So I pull over in Hateville. We're off the highway. Pull over in Hateville. I'm like, can you actually get out? She's like, no, I'm not getting out until you give me a refund. I'm not going to do shit. Mind you, she's recording this whole exchange. I'm like, yeah, but you can just get out the car and I can end this trip and Uber can refund you. I'm not doing nothing. You're going to pay me or you're going to take me home. I'm like, well, we're going to be sitting here all day because I'm not doing neither. Like, Uber will refund you. Get out of the car. In what world is it ever acceptable to sit in a stranger's car and then try to insinuate that you feel threatened after refusing to leave what you are perceiving as a threat, which is me asking you to get out the car? So then after that, I get out of the car and I flag somebody down because I'm recording. I flag a driver down, ask him to call 911 because she's just showing her ass. So I open the other driver's side door, like the passenger door. She goes, oh, bitch, you think you gonna touch me? I said, no, but I actually want you to get out the car. Can you please get out the car? Like, you're escalating this shit for no reason. Like, I'm not in the mood. Like, it's just a lot going on in my personal life to be dealing with some foolishness because this is foolishness. This bitch goes in her bag to get a weapon. So you know what I did? I got back in the car because what the fuck is this? I got back in the car. I sit in my driver's seat. I'm like, so you are going to do what exactly? She like, if you think you're going to touch me, da-da-da-da, bitch, da-da-da-da. I said, okay. So I proceeded to grab my mace and I maced the fuck out of her in self-defense. Because if you're going to be behind me with a weapon and insinuate that you're going to harm me, I'm going to act in my best interest, which is to protect myself. And that's what I did. I maced the shit out of her. So then after that, she proceeds to lunge from the back and attack me. You see my fucking eye?
I ain't gonna lie. First of all, this is my second time watching this, but seeing her, like, the fact that Tabitha attacked her after getting maced, she's a tough cookie. Tabitha Turner Wilkins allegedly is a tough cookie.
even happen in the car. I get out the car because the car is full of fucking mace and I have bronchitis. I get out the car. This bitch runs up on me and tries to gouge my eye out. I have scratches in my eye. My eye has stitches. Fighting a bitch I don't even know.
Big Nate, what's good? What's am? Hey, catching up. This whole story, this thing, this lady with this eye, this situation happened because she was allegedly in an Uber driven by Tabitha Turner Wilkins, the sideline reporter for the Dream, the WNBA, and the Atlanta Hawks. Hold on, I'm gonna pull her up right here. Give me a second. Give me a second. This lady right here, you seen her on Ion doing WNBA, all the things of that sort. She was apparently giving her a ride back to her crib. Yeah. And she like scratched her eye out because she was like, it all started because she got in a car and she said, my comfort, it's hot. She said, okay. She just turned up the AC. She said, did you hear me? I said, it's hot. She said, what you mean? Like, I just turned it on. It's going to take some time. She said, man, you need to roll up these windows. She said, yeah, Tabitha. She said, you gonna roll up the windows? Watch the eye get so. Man, look, man, it's already looking bad, won't it? It's already looking bad, won't it, Reg? But she said, roll up the windows. She said, yeah, for the germs and this and that. And she said, man, nah, you need to roll up the windows. You need to do this. It need to get cool. I'm already sweating. She said, okay, well, I could just take you back to your pickup point. You can cancel the ride and you'll get a full refund from Uber and you can have someone else take you. And she said, no, we ain't doing that. I need my money back. She said, you'll get your money back from Uber once you get out the car and cancel the ride. She said, I ain't doing that. They end up fighting because this girl, the Uber driver, maced her because she reached in her bag for a weapon allegedly Tabitha did. And then they ended up fighting because Tabitha attacked her after she maced her. And then she got out the car and then Tabitha came out and scratched her eye. And that's how this happened. She got stitches on her eye and her eyes red.
No, it's crazy. I just want to share something before I show y'all the other side of my face. I want to know if I'm wrong because I'm very open. Why was I doing Uber today? I picked this video.
Okay. So that was the first video. I've seen this one. I haven't seen this one.
So essentially, to give you an update, because it's not really an update in my opinion, because nothing has really transpired because it just happened. Excuse the way I look. I had to wash my hair because it was mace all in my hair. But anyways, I would probably have more of an update by next week Friday, to be quite honest, because it's the weekend. And I have to get legal representation and a lot is going to happen, just to be quite honest, and I'm trying to prepare myself for it. As far as medically, it's a lot going on.
Oh my God. Twin. Oh my goodness, bruh. Oh no. Man. Hey man. This one I'm Atlanta Dream, Atlanta franchise. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all near and dear to my heart. I appreciate y'all so much for letting me in independently this season to cover the Atlanta Dream. I know I've applied for some upcoming games. This was trending, man. This was trending. And I said allegedly and everything like that. I'm just playing the TikToks. They already went viral. If this affects my standing or whatever for getting in, then let it be. But yeah. Red said if Tabitha had a weapon, why didn't she use it after she was maced? I don't know. I mean, apparently she did. She used something. Hey, respectfully. Goodness gracious, that's insane. Yeah, this is crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is pretty bad. Allegedly, if any of it is true.
Not only did she
done hashtag the Atlanta Hawks.
She gashed me, like this was split. There are like abrasions all over my
Appreciate that,
face.
Big Nate.
She bit me. And like there are ruptured blood vessels all in my eyes. So I have to go to an eye doctor, and then I have to make sure I don't have any infections because she dug her nail in my eye. Moving on from that, nobody went to jail. But to be quite fair, we should have, because a physical altercation ensued, and that's something I know. Like, I am very educated on things. I don't think a lot of y'all really understand it, because I don't really get on here and talk about anything that goes on in my personal life, but I'm a very educated girl. But yesterday, speaking about yesterday, we both should have been taken into custody because there was assault on both parts. It doesn't matter who hit who first. We both assaulted each other at a certain point. Whether one was
She said I should have went to jail. That's how you know she hurt. When she herself said, "Hey, we both should have went to jail." That's how you know, man. Come on now.
defending themselves or not, there was assault, because I had marks all over me and I was actively bleeding on the scene. And nobody even treated me on the scene, by the way. I didn't even tell y'all about that part. That's a whole separate thing. But anyways, the police did show up. They were called 4 times. I flagged 2 people down to call. I called and she called. They were like back-to-back calls. They were called. For everyone saying like, why didn't you call the police? I did. For people saying like, oh, well, why did you get back in the car? Well, for one, when I got out the car and I flagged somebody down to call the police, and I went to the back seat to try and get her bags out of the car, and then she started doing all the extra and said that I was about to hit her, and I'm like, well, I would never touch you, whatever the case may be. And she went in her bag to retrieve a weapon. I got back in the car because not only was my phone in the car was still on, and I had nothing to protect myself. So when I got back in the car and I seen that she already had her weapons pointed at me, I proceeded to mace her. Yes, I did. And for all of the people like, oh, well, you know, you're the aggressor because you maced her first. It doesn't matter if I was standing outside of the car for 20 minutes and decided to get back in the car. None of that matters, because the moment I sat in my driver's seat and I proceeded to pick up my phone to try and dial somebody, and I seen that she was pointing weapons at me from behind, I had every right to turn around and defend myself, because nobody can be a threat to you if their
I do wonder what the weapons were. We'll probably see that in the police report, huh?
back is turned towards you. She was a direct threat to me. I just want to make that very clear. And not only that, she hit me. It wasn't like I maced her and then that was it. No, I maced her and she proceeded to mace me back. I turned my head
Oh,
towards
they
the
maced
window,
each other, so it was just a mace. Lord bless it.
and she proceeded to lunge from right there and come and full-fledged grab my head and slam it against the window. So
Oh my
I just
gosh.
want
Did
y'all
all this happen because she didn't want to roll up the windows in the Uber Comfort?
to start thinking about how y'all shoulda, woulda, couldas only matter in like this unrealistic world, because we could sit here all day and go over shoulda, woulda, couldas, but none of that mattered because it didn't happen to y'all. Like, even people were like, well, why did you get back out the car? Because the car was engulfed in mace. Like, I don't think y'all understand like how strong that is. Not only was it me that sprayed, she sprayed, and we're sitting in a car. The car is enclosed.
So they was just in the car like allegedly. I'm sorry, let me back in the game. Please don't cut me out, please. I'm sorry.
Windows are up. The AC was on, but at that point the car had been idle for about, I'd say, about 20 minutes at that point. So now it's picking back up with the heat because we're not moving. So after that happened, we both got out. And when we both got out, she took her bag and I literally got out to go to the trunk and get her other bag out the car, because the trunk was closed. Like, I literally was just going to toss her bag out and drive off. And that's when she proceeded to run up on me and we had another physical altercation. Like, I am all for the get down. But that shit yesterday, that wasn't even no get down. That was just a random bitch attacking me. And not only that, I can't wait to show y'all this big bitch because I was just amazed. Like, I was just so taken aback over the whole interaction. It wasn't even funny. Like, it was just so unbelievably ridiculous. And I'm literally saying that in the video, like, this is ridiculous. Like, what is wrong with you? And she was just going on and on and on and on and on. And it was just ridiculous to me because the situation would have ended had she gotten out the car. I had no intentions on keeping this woman money. I had no intentions on not even taking her back to the airport. I just wanted to be done with her. Like, and then throughout the whole time, she still demanded that I
SSB,
take her
what's
home.
happening?
And that was crazy to me. Like, not only did you just say on video that you feel threatened by me, but then you follow that up with
SSB, I'll catch you up real quick. This woman right here is an Uber driver in Atlanta, Georgia. She is alleging that WNBA and NBA sideline reporter Tabitha Turner, excuse me, was riding in her car, and then she said she was hot, so she turned on the AC. And as you know, it take a little minute for the AC to kick in. She said, "Man, I'm sweaty. Didn't you hear me?" She said, "I turned up the AC. What you want me to do?" She said, "Do something. I'm sweating." She said, "I could take you back off to your pickup point. You can get out and you can have another driver pick you up." She said, "I ain't leaving this car." She said, "Well, we're going to be sitting here all day." And then eventually they start fighting. They start macing each other. And this is the end result. She has this eye. And she's telling us about it through a series of TikTok videos. This is the last TikTok video. And she's saying it's Tabitha Turner, the WNBA, NBA sideline reporter.
You're going to take me home. Why would you want a threat to take you home? Like, I think a lot of y'all don't even understand how ridiculous y'all sound because y'all be so engulfed in y'all anger that y'all have no rhyme or reason. Like, y'all just be talking. And to end this all I'm going to say is I just want this situation to be utilized as a lot of platforms need way more protection for drivers because we sit here all day and talk about what drivers do to passengers, but nothing has been done for the protection of drivers. And that goes for any gig. Everybody throws their hands up when a passenger does it, but let some shit happen to y'all. It's groundbreaking news. It's this.
She probably had the AC on before. It just probably wasn't on the full blast that she wanted it. But she had the windows cracked. She said, "Why you had the windows cracked?" She said, "Because sometimes people be you can't be fighting an Uber facts." She said the windows be cracked because of germs. And she was like, "But like anyways, like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna kick in soon after a while." And they end up fighting.
It's that, it's yada, yada,
Allegedly.
yada. It's crazy to me. And y'all get to go home and live y'all normal lives as if you weren't acting like a fucking wild animal on Saturday. It's crazy. But that's the update. So essentially,
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's what she's saying. She has a following, bro. She has nearly 50,000 followers. I'm trying to see if she was like at a game or something like that, because I know they took some Atlanta influencers to a Hawks game. I guess we just won't see it. All right, how scroll back up to the top. I don't have TikTok, but there's that. So we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I think that will be a story being told and things of that sort. Uber drivers can get people blacklisted off the app 100%. 100%. I just want to see how this is going to play out, man. I definitely want to see how this is going to play out. And then I don't want folks to go back to work and then, you know, we run into each other because we in the same line of business. Everybody else was scared to speak on it because they didn't want to have an awkward situation. And, you know, me, I don't be scared of this. Well, I won't say I don't be scared, but I'll be like, I got to do my job. You know what I mean? So she's lucky she didn't go to jail. The driver said both of them should have went to jail because she said both of them was fighting. So they both should have went to jail, but they didn't.
That's steps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
And Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.